Victoria, I know that you think that you're helping your situation, but you're not, okay? Every time you talk about this situation, you make yourself sound worse, okay? But that's because you're still lying, right? So let's see how she responded to a comment that was left on her video about the clinic. Seems like a simple comment, right? It seems like something super easy to explain, but not with Victoria.
Anything. I cannot control what her UA looks like.
UA? Where did a UA come from? I thought that you called because her life was in danger because she took her take-home bottles. What does a UA have to do with it? Anybody else confused? Anybody else absolutely confused where UA comes in? She gets regularly tested at the clinic, and you know that. So that's not the issue here.
Like, why are all of y'all so defensive about me doing what I felt like was right?
Not the right word, baby, okay? You would be the one defensive, not us. The ones that are upset with your choice to be spiteful and vindictive and deflect away from you being called out about Lisa using your Cash App. You made a spiteful move. We're not the ones being defensive. You are. Just so we're clear.
Y'all even said, girl, you need to talk to your counselor. I guarantee you she'd say otherwise. I guarantee you she'd say you don't need to be doing this. Nope, talk to her. She absolutely didn't say that. She said some people in recovery come out the gates kicking and running, I guess. I don't know how she put it. But anyway.
I didn't say counselor. I said sponsor. Very different. That's a very different job description, I guess you could call it. And also, I could bet my life that if that conversation happens, you were not honest, and that's why you don't remember exactly how she said it.
That, you know, if I feel like that I need to advocate for certain things, then that's me. Why in the world would she tell me any different?
I think you're advocating for different things, all right, because we started out that Lisa's life was in danger, and that's why you called the clinic, and somehow we got to a UA, right? So I don't even think you know what you're advocating for. You know what I mean? Because just because you say something, especially somebody like you, right, it doesn't make it true. Do you get it? You follow me a little bit or no?
If she felt like it was hindering my sobriety, she wouldn't be saying that.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to if that conversation happened, you were 1,000% not honest about it, right? Because any counselor, right, that would tell somebody early in recovery that you can't save anybody else. You need to worry about you, right? They will take you down before you get them sober, right? And I think that you downplay your involvement with Lisa, right? Still no answer to how the Cash App got access, right? Still no answer to how we got the screenshot, but now we're talking about UAs. Like, what?
So, I can mute you all day, but I'm going to respond to your dumb comment.
Honey, I know you don't realize it, but every single time you talk too much. Why is it that people that are in your situation, you always talk too much? You tell on yourselves. It's truly like the craziest shit I've ever seen, because it's every single person that I've covered. Your mouth winds up showing people more about you than I can ever expose. For real.
And you're right, she's not strong enough. I worry every single day that I'm going to log onto this app and somebody's going to say that she's no longer here. But I felt like turning in what I turned in was going to be the better part of that thing.
I want you to explain to me how. I want you to explain to me how calling the clinic was going to be the better part of that. I'll wait for an answer. But I don't think you'll give an honest one anyway. Yeah, because that's not factual, right? You turning her into the clinic, how is that helping her? At all. How is that helping her? You know that if she wasn't on methadone, she would be using way more, right? Well, you don't grasp that. You don't understand that concept. It's weird. So strange how, like, you can't understand basic facts, right? Because if that clinic tapers her, she's gonna be using, right? I also find it a little weird how you said that you went to jail for 10 days, but that you didn't get sick. I'm calling bullshit. When I was on methadone, I could probably go 2 days, maybe 3, without getting sick, but that was the sickest I've been in my entire life. Okay? So if you went to jail for 10 days and you felt nothing, that's a lie. That's a lie. There's no way that's possible. It's just impossible. Different people have different metabolisms, so they would be able to go shorter, longer, but to feel nothing, absolutely fucking not. Okay? I didn't sleep for 2.5 weeks. Okay? I lost 50 pounds in a month. There's no way you felt nothing. You just know that you fucked up by making that call, so you're trying to justify it, minimize, like whatever you did, you're trying to minimize it. That's what you're doing, right? Because you know people are pissed off. That's a fact.
Because again, none of y'all that are against me will answer me. If I didn't do what I did, and come Monday or whatever, she's no longer here, and I sit on live the day after going, man, I knew that that's what she did on Friday. What would all of y'all been saying then? It'd be my fault, right? I should have said something. I know that's what everybody would say.
I'm super confused why you're not grasping here, okay? You're not grasping, you're not understanding what was the clinic gonna do, Victoria? Now, if we're talking about 911 and like emergency services, you might have a bit of a leg to stand on, but that's not who you called. So what was the clinic gonna do? Here, I'll break it down for you, okay? God forbid Lisa is overdosing in her apartment, okay? Calling the clinic when they're closed and they're not opening again for 2 fucking days, how is that helping an emergency situation at Lisa's apartment? Is that simple enough for you? You still don't get it? Like, it's really crazy to me. You want to know why you don't get it? Because you know you were fucking wrong. That's why you don't get it. Because you probably get it deep down, but you won't say it publicly. Imagine fucking up so badly and not being like, you're right, I fucking made a bad decision and I'm fucking sorry. That tells everybody everything you need to know. That's it, right there, in a nutshell, right? Because a normal person, like an adult woman in recovery, right, would just own that shit. But that's not what you're doing. You keep throwing different words out there, hoping to confuse people. I'm here to tell you, people pick up on more than you think. Period. Okay, so you keep talking, but you're not doing yourself any favors, because all people got to do is listen, and you do tell on yourself.
Just like when y'all out things, like saying who her dealer is and sharing videos of her sitting outside of places and everything. And all of us are like, that can get her seriously hurt.
Once again, comparing apples and oranges, okay? Once again, two totally different, unrelated situations, right? People post stuff like that so that people know where their money is going. You know what's weird? You knew where the money was going, right? You knew where the money was going. You let her use your payment apps, right? Strange. That's weird to me, right? That's weird to me. And that's the kind of shit that with a fucking ankle monitor on, you should be far away from.
I'm not responsible for other people's actions. And I'm not responsible for a UA, if we want to be like that.
Nobody is saying you're responsible for Lisa's use. You do know that, right? Nobody is trying to say that you are responsible for Lisa failing a UA. That's not what anybody... You know who you remind me of? Izzy White, right? Because Izzy White does this shit. Talks a lot of shit, like a hero complex, trying to save the day. Always throws in stories that don't really make sense or connect to the situation at all, just to throw people off. But people notice, right? You're not responsible for a UA. What the fuck are you talking about? But you are responsible for making that call, right? You don't get it? There's no fucking way you don't get it, because it is seriously, blatantly obvious, okay? So I don't know, like, why you keep trying you're trying to justify it. There's no justifications for it. None. Zero. You, especially the fact that you didn't have proof, right? That's a big if, okay? You made that judgment call, a bad one at that, on an if. You weren't sure that's what Lisa did. And I will repeat, I've seen both lives, okay? She was nowhere near the condition that she was in when she got her Clonopin script. And if you know anything about methadone, okay, the combination of the two is, that's what it does to you, right? So, again, even more of a reason you shouldn't have done it. You didn't call the right place, Victoria. Not for the reason you're saying you did it for, right? You follow me? Because that's not the real reason you did it. But you can't admit that? Crazy.